Kamala Harris. The name itself crackles with energy, with the promise of change. She's not just a politician, she's a phenomenon. A daughter of immigrants, she climbed the ranks of American politics to become the first female vice president. And let's not forget, the first black vice president and the first Asian American vice president. Talk about shattering glass ceilings. Harris represents a new era in American leadership, one defined by diversity, tenacity, and an unwavering commitment to justice. Harris's story is uniquely American, a testament to the enduring power of hard work and determination. But it's also a challenge to the old ways, to the entrenched systems that have long excluded women and people of color. Her presence in the White House isn't just symbolic, it's a sign of real progress. It's a beacon of hope for millions who see themselves reflected in her extraordinary journey. Born in Oakland, California, Kamala Harris was raised in the crucible of social justice. The vibrant and diverse community of Oakland provided a rich backdrop for her formative years. Her parents, immigrants from Jamaica and India, were active participants in the civil rights movement. They were not just passive observers but were deeply involved in the struggle for equality and justice. Imagine young Kamala tagging along to protests, her tiny hand enveloped in her mother's. These moments were more than just family outings, they were lessons in activism and resilience. Picture her wide-eyed, absorbing the fiery speeches, the chants for equality echoing in her ears. The energy and passion of these rallies left an indelible mark on her young mind. These early experiences were her political awakening, planting the seeds for a lifelong commitment to fighting for the marginalized and the disenfranchised. The sense of justice and the fight for equality became a part of her very being. Education played a pivotal role in shaping Harris's worldview. From a young age, she was encouraged to ask questions, seek knowledge, and challenge the status quo. At Howard University, a historically black college, she honed her intellect and found her voice. The university was a melting pot of ideas and a breeding ground for future leaders. Surrounded by brilliant minds and future leaders, Harris immersed herself in Black history, culture, and politics. She engaged in deep discussions, debates, and activities that broadened her understanding of the world. She debated, organized, and challenged the status quo. Her time at Howard was not just about academic learning, but also about practical engagement in social issues. This experience, this immersion in Black excellence, would profoundly shape her perspective and fuel her passion for social justice. The friendships and connections she made here would last a lifetime and support her in her future endeavors. It was at Howard that the seeds of her ambition were sown, the seeds of a future leader ready to take on the world. The university provided her with the tools, the confidence, and the network to pursue her dreams and make a difference. Back in Oakland, her family continued to be a source of strength and inspiration. Her parents' dedication to social justice and their unwavering support played a crucial role in her development. In high school, Harris was already showing signs of her future path. She was involved in student government, debate clubs, and various social causes, always striving to make a difference. These early experiences, both at home and in her community, laid the foundation for her career in law and politics. They instilled in her a deep sense of responsibility and a drive to fight for justice and equality. Family gatherings were filled with discussions about social issues, politics, and the importance of standing up for what is right. These conversations further fueled her passion and commitment to public service. As she embarked on her political career, these early influences and experiences continued to guide her. They shaped her policies, her approach to leadership, and her unwavering commitment to justice. Harris's early life is a testament to the power of community, education, and family in shaping a leader. Her journey from Oakland to the national stage is a story of resilience, determination, and an unyielding commitment to making the world a better place. For Kamala Harris, the law wasn't just a profession, it was a calling. From an early age, she was driven by a deep sense of justice and a desire to make a tangible difference in the world. Her passion for the law was ignited by her parents, both of whom were active in the civil rights movement, instilling in her the importance of fighting for equality and justice. After graduating from UC Hastings College of Law, she embarked on a career dedicated to fighting for the vulnerable. Her journey was not just about personal achievement, but about using her skills and knowledge to protect those who couldn't protect themselves. She knew that the law could be a powerful tool for change, and she was determined to wield it effectively. As a prosecutor in Alameda County, California, she tackled tough cases, going after gangs, drug kingpins, and those who exploited children. Her work was often grueling and emotionally taxing, but she remained steadfast in her commitment to justice. She spent countless hours preparing for cases, ensuring that every detail was meticulously examined and every argument was compellingly presented. Imagine her in the courtroom, a whirlwind of legal brilliance, her voice a powerful instrument for justice. Her presence was commanding, and her arguments were both logical and impassioned. She had a unique ability to connect with juries, making complex legal concepts accessible and relatable. Her dedication to her work earned her the respect of her peers and the trust of the communities she served. But Harris wasn't content with simply punishing the guilty. She understood that true justice required more than just retribution. It required addressing the root causes of crime and working towards systemic change. She spent time reflecting on the broader implications of her work, always seeking ways to improve the system and make it more equitable. She recognized that the criminal justice system was deeply flawed, disproportionately impacting communities of color. This realization fueled her determination to advocate for reforms that would create a more just and fair system. She engaged with community leaders, listened to their concerns, and worked collaboratively to develop solutions that addressed the unique challenges faced by marginalized communities. As San Francisco's district attorney, she implemented innovative programs aimed at addressing racial disparities and breaking the cycle of crime. Her approach was holistic, focusing not just on punishment but on prevention and rehabilitation. She introduced initiatives that provided support and resources to those at risk of offending, helping them to build better futures for themselves and their families. Programs like Back on Track offered first-time drug offenders a path to redemption through education and job training. This program was a testament to her belief in second chances and her commitment to restorative justice. By providing participants with the tools they needed to succeed, she helped them to break free from the cycle of crime and build productive, fulfilling lives. This wasn't just about locking people up, it was about giving them a second chance, a chance to turn their lives around. Harris's work in the legal field was characterized by her unwavering commitment to justice, her innovative approach to problem solving, and her deep compassion for those she served. Her career was truly forged in fire, shaped by the challenges she faced and the victories she achieved, always with an eye towards creating a more just and equitable society. Section 4: California's top cop, Harris as Attorney General. In 2011, Kamala Harris made history again, becoming California's first female Attorney General. This wasn't just a promotion, it was a platform to fight for progressive values on a larger stage. As Attorney General, Harris took on powerful interests, challenging the big banks responsible for the foreclosure crisis and holding corporations accountable for environmental crimes. But Harris's tenure wasn't without its critics. Some argued her approach to criminal justice reform didn't go far enough. Others questioned her handling of police shootings. But through it all, Harris remained steadfast in her commitment to justice and equality. She fought tirelessly for marriage equality, defended environmental protections, and stood up for the rights of immigrants. Section 5: A Senator's Medal, taking on Washington's elite. In 2017, Kamala Harris took her fight to the halls of power in Washington, D.C. Elected to the United States Senate, she quickly established herself as a formidable force. With her sharp intellect and prosecutorial skills, she became known for her tough questioning of Trump administration officials. Remember her grilling of Attorney General Jeff Sessions during his confirmation hearing? It was like watching a masterclass in cross-examination. Harris didn't shy away from the tough issues. She championed healthcare reform, fought for gun control, and advocated for immigration reform. Her voice, clear and unwavering, resonated with millions of Americans hungry for change. Her rise in the Senate was meteoric, a testament to her work ethic, her intellect, and her unwavering commitment to her principles. Section 6: The historic 2020 campaign. A new chapter unfolds. In 2019, Kamala Harris threw her hat into the ring for the presidency. Her candidacy was historic, a watershed moment in American politics. Here was a black woman, a daughter of immigrants, vying for the highest office in the land. Her campaign was a message of hope, a testament to the progress America had made, even as it grappled with its troubled past. While her presidential bid ultimately fell short, Harris's impact on the race was undeniable. She energized voters, sparked a national conversation about race and gender in America, and helped pave the way for a new generation of leaders. And when Joe Biden selected her as his running mate, it was a historic moment, a recognition of her experience, her talent, and her potential to lead. Section 7. Madam Vice President breaking barriers, making history. On January 20, 2021, Kamala Harris made history, taking the oath of office as the 46th Vice President of the United States. This moment was not just a ceremonial transition of power, but a monumental step forward in the journey towards equality and representation in American politics. The image of her, resplendent in purple, her hand on two Bibles held by her husband, sent shockwaves around the world. It was a powerful symbol of progress, a visual testament to the breaking of barriers that had long held back women and people of color from the highest echelons of power. It was a moment of triumph, not just for Harris, but for all those who had fought for a more inclusive and equitable America. The cheers of the diverse crowd that gathered to celebrate her victory echoed the hopes and dreams of millions who saw in her a reflection of their own aspirations. As Vice President, Harris has been a visible and vocal advocate for the Biden administration's agenda. Her speeches and public appearances have consistently underscored her commitment to addressing the pressing issues of our time. She's traveled the country, meeting with world leaders, and using her platform to champion issues such as voting rights, climate change, and economic justice. Her efforts have been instrumental in pushing forward policies aimed at creating a fairer and more just society. Her presence in the White House is a constant reminder that America is changing, evolving into a nation that values diversity and inclusion. Her daily work in the halls of power is a testament to the progress that has been made and the work that still lies ahead, that the old barriers are crumbling, giving way to a new era of possibilities. Her interactions with young activists and community leaders highlight her dedication to nurturing the next generation of changemakers, and that a new generation of leaders is ready to take the helm. These young leaders, inspired by Harris's journey, are poised to continue the fight for justice, equality, and a better future for all. Kamala Harris's story is not just her own, it is the story of a nation striving to live up to its ideals.